Who's the poor sucker with more money than sense that got fooled by this hustler? Charlie couldn't help asking. Who did he sell the medicine to? I don't know. Irvin said he has professional ethics and has to keep his clients confidential. After Jacob finished speaking, he shook his head in sighs. The $500,000? He transferred it right to my account, saying it was out of respect for you. I tried to give him a cut for his trouble, but he didn't want it. That kid has a real talent for business. I told him that if he ever stops selling fakes, he should get a real job and go to work. Charlie shook his head. People like Irvin can't change. He's been hustling since he was a kid, and it's second nature to him. If he actually had to work a real 9-to-5 job, it would probably kill him. It's impossible for him to go to work. He'll never work a straight job in his life. However, since the pills had been sold for such a high price, the money could be used to support the family. Anyway, the Wilson family had recently left the Wilson company, and Claire might be unemployed for a while. Plus, Jacob's dividends from the Wilson company might not be coming in, so the money was perfect to help them through this transition. After making $500,000 for practically nothing, Jacob's depressed mood vanished. He walked into his bedroom, humming a tune from a Broadway classic, a smile finally back on his face. Charlie went back to their bedroom and told Claire about it. Claire almost jumped out of bed and asked nervously, "Someone spent that much money on pills?" The money is one thing, but what if something goes wrong when they take it? Could we get in trouble? Don't worry, Charlie said with a smile. This pill is just for improving circulation. The ingredients aren't expensive. It's not like you can eat them like candy. And the worst that could happen is they get a nosebleed for a couple of days. The blame is on the customer who bought it. Some people just have more money than sense. Claire was still worried. Then who on earth would be willing to spend $500,000 on 2 pills? Charlie said casually, "It might be someone with a blood clot or some kind of heart condition. The pill is actually very effective for those kinds of things." Hearing that, Claire felt a lot better. Those are serious medical conditions, and it would cost at least $500,000 to get treated at a hospital. She thought, I just hope the medicine works, and they didn't waste all that money. After dinner, while Charlie was washing the dishes, he got a call from Orville. Even though Orville was known as the underground king of Oris Hill, he had kept a low profile and been much more subdued since meeting Charlie. While Charlie didn't exactly look down on him, he had to admit that Orville was a pretty sharp guy. The last time Darren was being bullied, Orville had helped him sort things out at the hospital. Because of that, Charlie had promised to give him a chance to move up in the world, but he didn't expect Orville to take the initiative and call him directly. Answering the phone, Charlie asked, "Orville, what can I do for you?" Orville laughed nervously and said, "Oh, Mr. Charlie, I called because I heard about the order you gave to the Oris Hill Metaphysical Society. I wanted to congratulate you." Charlie said coldly, "Cut the flattery. If you have something to say, just say it. Don't waste my time." Orville quickly replied, "Oh, Mr. Charlie, you see right through everything. I should have known better than to try and butter you up." "Still talking nonsense?" Charlie asked coldly. Orville rushed to explain. "It's like this, Mr. Charlie. The Smith family has treated me well for many years. Their young lady has run into some trouble recently. I was hoping you could come over and take a look." Charlie said, "The Miss Smith? Warnia?" "Yes," Orville said. "Miss Warnia is in trouble. The Smith family, which Warnia belongs to, is the top family in Oris Hill. But the Smith family was still 1,000 miles away from the Wade family in Eastcliff. But Warnia still doesn't know Charlie's true identity, so to her, he's just a young guy who knows a bit about antiques and has dabbled in metaphysics. The last time Charlie summoned divine lightning in Oris Hill, it really scared a lot of people, and they started calling him a master of metaphysics. However, Charlie deliberately made it seem to Warnia like it was just a coincidence. After all, how could a regular person command divine lightning? In the end, Warnia was confused, thinking that maybe Charlie just had some incredible luck. Since then, Warnia had disappeared from Charlie's world. He thought she was just gone, but he didn't expect her to be in trouble. So he asked Orville, "What's going on? What's wrong with Miss Smith?" Orville said, "Miss Smith has recently been under a cursed star. Maybe something is wrong with her energy alignment, and she's had a terrible streak of bad luck." After that, Orville added, "I've brought in a lot of spiritual energy consultants, but none of them can fix the problem. I was hoping you could take a look and see if you can break this bad spell for her." Charlie said calmly, "Tell me what kind of problems she's been having first, so I can get a better idea of the situation." Orville quickly explained. "She's been getting hurt recently. She's had several minor car accidents. Then she sprained her foot walking down the stairs, burned the back of her hand with hot coffee, and yesterday her own dog bit her. On top of that, several important deals for the Smith family group have fallen apart, which has really hurt their profits." Then Orville added, "But the thing that's upsetting her the most is that she somehow lost one of her most precious possessions, a diamond necklace she's worn for over 10 years. It was a historical artifact left to her by her mother before she died. The young lady has been crying for days over it." Charlie chuckled and said, "It seems Miss Smith has really been having some bad luck lately." "You're telling me?" Orville looked at Charlie and said seriously, "Mr. Charlie, you're a master of metaphysics. I'm sure you must have a solution for this." Charlie asked him in return, "Mr. Orville, why are you so concerned about Miss Smith? What's your relationship with the Smith family?" Orville quickly said, "Let me explain, Mr. Charlie. Miss Smith's grandfather is my benefactor. I was only able to get my start in Oris Hill back in the day because of his support. I've always wanted to repay him, so I've always helped the Smith family take care of things they couldn't handle themselves." Then Orville said again, "To put it simply, I just want to repay a debt. The Smith family is my benefactor." "I see." Charlie nodded and said, "You're a loyal man. And Miss Smith and I are friends, so come and pick me up from my house tomorrow. We'll go take a look." "Okay," Orville said excitedly. "Thank you, Mr. Charlie. I am so grateful." Early the next morning, Orville called Charlie. When Charlie went downstairs, Orville was sitting in the car and waved him over, saying, "Mr. Charlie, get in the car." Charlie nodded and walked quickly to get into the car. Orville hurriedly started the car and drove towards the outskirts of the city. On the way, Orville said anxiously, "I heard an energy consultant from San Francisco is coming soon. Mr. Charlie, you can't let him steal your spotlight." As he said that, he added, "Miss Smith is the oldest daughter of the Smith family and will soon take over the entire family business. If we can handle this perfectly, it will be a huge help for both of us." Charlie smiled and said, "Mr. Orville, that's not what you said before. Yesterday you said it was to repay a kindness, but now you're showing your true colors. So you want to use this to get in good with Miss Smith?" Mr. Orville said embarrassedly. "Paying back a favor is one thing, and making a good connection is another. I know you have amazing abilities, Mr. Charlie, but honestly, it's not a bad thing to get closer to Miss Smith. She's young, beautiful, and comes from a powerful family. If you two became friends and worked together in the future, it would be a huge win for you, don't you think?" Charlie smiled slightly and said lightly, "If the energy consultant from San Francisco is really that good, then there's nothing I can do about it." Orville sighed and said, "Let's go and take a look first. You're a master of metaphysics with real skills. Maybe you can find the right opportunity. We can just snatch the job right out from under that guy." Charlie didn't say a word, but he was thinking about it. If Everett Sutton from San Francisco was really a descendant of the Sutton family, he probably knew a thing or two. You might as well see what the Sutton family's methods were like. Perhaps it could give him some insight for his own understanding of mystic knowledge. Warnia's mansion was in the most exclusive gated community in the suburbs. Orville drove Charlie all the way and stopped in front of a huge, lavish mansion. At that moment, a man who looked like a butler came out. Orville quickly stuck his head out the window and said, "Ian, is the young league at home?" The butler, Ian Foreman, nodded indifferently and said, "Mr. Orville, what brings you here?" Orville hurriedly said with a smile, "I brought a master with me. I want him to help the young lady." The butler glanced at Charlie in the passenger seat. He didn't take the young man seriously and said coldly, "Mr. Orville, Everett Sutton from San Francisco is already here and is doing an energy alignment for the young lady. It's not a good time to interrupt. If that's all, you can leave." Orville quickly said, "Ian, Mr. Charlie is here. Why not let him take a shot? Besides, Mr. Charlie and Miss Smith are friends." Ian shot back, "A lot of people say they're friends with Miss. I've heard that story so many times, it's getting old. Besides, can the person you invite have skills as good as Everett Sutton's? He is the father of modern energy alignment. We went to great lengths to bring him all the way from San Francisco. So don't waste our time with your little sideshow. Now go on." Charlie was a little surprised when he heard that. It wasn't about Everett's identity, but about the fact that Orville, a guy who ran the streets of Oris Hill, was getting shut down by a butler at Warnia's front door. He just couldn't figure it out. Not only couldn't he figure it out, but Orville was practically on his knees begging. Charlie couldn't help but think to himself that Orville was really making a fool of himself in front of Ian. If word of this got out, he'd be the laughingstock of the entire city.
Hey amazing viewers, it's Charlie here. Thanks for sticking with us. By the time of the release of this video, only 11% of our viewers have joined the party by subscribing, and 89% of you might miss out on our next mind-blowing video. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the exclusive club.